The Dialga and Palkia Special Edition Switch Lite just came out, and I was lucky enough to get my hands on it. Let's go ahead and take a look at this thing, because it is pretty damn clean. So the console itself has this sort of black, dark gray metallic finish to it. It feels really premium. I love the way it feels. If I'm being honest, the other Switch Lites looked a little bit cheap to me with their bright colors, but this one definitely feels a little premium. All of the buttons are black here, as to where the other Switch Lites have white, or the first Pokemon Special Edition Switch Lite had a red and blue theme. The buttons are all black here, and honestly, I kind of like it. I like that it's just nice and subtle, you know, nothing too crazy. I don't need any crazy colors popping out at me. The buttons feel really nice. The face buttons aren't quite as clicky as the normal Switch, but I actually like that, and honestly, I think I might even prefer that. One thing I absolutely love about the Switch Lite is that it has a dedicated D-pad, because just using, you know, the direction buttons on the regular Switch Joy-Cons is not very good in my opinion. I like having an actual dedicated D-pad. On the bottom, we have the speakers as well as the micro SD card slot. Since there is no kickstand, the slot is just on the bottom there, which is totally fine with me. On the top, we do have R, ZR, L, ZL. The triggers actually feel really good. They feel like really like tactile. The closest thing I could compare it to is, say, almost like a mechanical keyboard, kind of like a brown switch. If you're a PC gamer, you know what I'm talking about. It feels very responsive compared to the regular Joy-Cons. I don't know, I kind of like the triggers better on this one for some reason. And then on top, you have the game card slot, your headphone jack, the vent, volume buttons, and the power button. On the back is where we got the Pokemon. We got Dialga here etched in silver and Palkia etched in gold. The etching on the back is a throwback to a special edition DS Lite. So if you had that DS Lite, this is probably gonna bring back some nostalgia for you. I personally love Pokemon Gen 4. It was the last generation of Pokemon that I was really into, and then after that, I kind of dropped off and then came back eventually to Pokemon. I really like this because, like I said, it's subtle. It's not too much. It's not like any crazy design, any crazy colors. I'm more into the simple things. I'm a simple man, you know? I like how it's just a simple design. And as far as special editions go for the Nintendo Switch so far, I think this is probably the best looking one that I've seen. Maybe I could see an argument for the Animal Crossing one looking a little bit better, but as far as for the Switch Lite, this is probably the best looking Switch Lite in my opinion. And one other thing I wanted to note was the screen on this thing. It's weird because the screen is actually like really good. I did not expect it to be this bright. I put it side by side with my original Switch, and just a heads up, it is the launch edition Switch, not the second edition that came with the updated battery. The screen on this is so much brighter than the original Switch. It's crazy. I'm sure it's not as good as the OLED screen. I put both of these at full brightness, played the same video, and the screen on the Switch Lite is so bright that it even turns like kind of like an orangey color on camera. It doesn't really look like that like in person, but on camera it's so bright that it kind of turns into an orange color, and everything is just so saturated. It doesn't look great on camera, but in person it actually looks really good. Like, the screen is so bright and so crisp, and I think that since it's a slightly smaller screen as well, the pixel density kind of makes things look sharper too on the Switch Lite screen. I went ahead and played the same video again, and I turned down the brightness on the Switch Lite to be about like a little bit more than halfway, while the original Switch was on full brightness still. And still, the Switch Lite is still brighter. Again, I don't think my camera can really do it justice here, but trust me, the Switch Lite screen is way better. I don't know if that's something that's intentional or it was just a luck of the draw, because I know with the 3DSs, people were, you know, obsessed with trying to get an IPS panel on their 3DS. So some screens on the 3DS were better than the others, and maybe this is the same case here. Like I said, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but maybe I just got lucky because the screen on this thing looks freaking awesome. That's going to be it for this video. I might do a full-on Switch Lite versus Switch comparison video in the future. Let me know if that's something you're interested in, and thanks for watching. I appreciate you. I'll see you all in the next one. Later.